Hey everybody, it's Allie Brown. I'm here in my home, and this is Deb Genovesi. How are you, Deb?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What are you doing in my living room?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Deb
I just happened to be walking by.
Deb came by, and I'm really excited. We're having some wine, by the way, so cheers. And we wanted to do a quick video to talk about some exciting stuff coming up. And I have gotten to know Deb very well because, I'm very honored you've been in my programs the last few years. We had the Millionaire Protege Club, and now we have Elevate. You're an Elevate Premier, and you're working on an exciting new product. So why don't you tell people what you do and what the program is and why you were here interviewing me?
Great, sure. Well, thank you for having me here. And you have a little drink.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, cheers. My name is Deborah Genovesi, and I'm a media trainer. And I mostly work with authors and experts, as you know, Allie. And I help people to get more publicity, become, I call it mediagenic, and then get their message, and then get their message out there on television and radio. So why I'm here today is who better to learn from than Miss Allie Brown, who is, of course, a media maven in your own right. It's
been quite a journey, and I share that in her program, by the way. My worst media moments and best media moments.
And I got the full scoop. I've got all the tips from Allie and a couple of other notables who are friends of Allie's as well. And that's all going to be part of a program I'm putting together called Be Mediagenic, Tell It to Sell It.
Awesome. Yeah.
And that is going to be coming out probably in about a month or so. And it's going to be an audio program. And then as part of that, we'll have these great tips from media mavens like Allie.
Because I think people don't realize how easy it actually is to get on TV and in print, but you have to have things set up so it is easy. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to get the right information. You have to know how to take your message and really craft it in a way that is what you say, mediagenic. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot that does go into it. The good thing is these are all easy skills to learn, but you really do need to spend a little bit of time. No one is born, even, I bet you weren't even born just being naturally great on camera. You have to learn this. It's like any other skill. The people that were just in the Olympics didn't get born just knowing how to vault and do all of these things that they do. It's a skill that you learn, and that's what I help people do, and that's what I hope this program will help
what's your website?
My website is Comms Copilot, C-O-M-M-S Copilot. It's short for communicationscopilot.com, and that's the name of my business, Communications Copilot.
And Deb, thanks again to you. You just, we got you down to San Diego. Well, you live not too far from there.
Yes, yes.
We got you down to San Diego to be interviewed for my Thrive launch coming up. And so people are going to hear a lot more about you and your story. Get ready, because this is going to be phenomenal. The Thrive launch officially is launching September 4th. It's the Tuesday right after Labor Day. And you're going to hear some amazing content and some pretty amazing success stories from some of our members like Deb, who have applied what we teach and taken it to a whole new level. And you've gone through a lot of transformations in the last few years, and I think it's important that people know too that you've gone through some variations in your business as well, right?
Yes.
And some course correction, and isn't this how it has to happen?
It absolutely is. One of the things that you say a lot, Allie, that resonated with me when I first heard it, and even more so now that I've been through it, is when you're putting your business together, it's not a straight path. I'm a planner. I come from corporate. I tend to be kind of rational and thinking in a very
I remember you were looking
way.
For A to B.
Yes.
A to B. A to B. We're like,
yeah. And that's not how it goes. I mean, the best laid plans, as they say, go awry. I mean, you have to be willing to sort of zig and zag. And another thing that you say a lot that's totally true, the steps will come as you step forward. But the thing to do is to keep stepping forward. And that was especially a difficult lesson for me, I think, because coming from a corporate environment, I was a reporter and then in public relations at several PR agencies in New York and then here in Los Angeles. There was a very set structure, almost like the military, where it was very clear that if you did X, Y, and Z, you would promote to this level, and then you would promote to this level, and it was all laid out in a very easy to understand way. That's not how it is being an entrepreneur.
Well, it's funny because we all want to be an entrepreneur typically for the freedom, and we're like, yeah, I'm free, and then we're like, oh shit, I'm free. Like, what do I do next? No. Where's the plan? Where's the ladder? We're looking for the steps.
Yes.
Okay, but while you heard Deb say it, and I've said it before, you see the first step in front of you. And that's scary because you usually don't see the rest, but you take that first step and then, okay, and then be patient. Just keep doing everything you can from where you are. The next step will appear. And then you have to take it, and then you keep doing everything again from where you are. And this really doesn't end. I want you to know this. I still don't have this whole grand plan laid out, but I can always see, a little bit what's in front of me, and I just get so excited. As long as it's on the path, feels good, it's in the direction I want to head, we go there. That's how we roll. This is how we are being entrepreneurs, and being, especially how women work as well. We don't often have it all laid out laterally, linearly, laterally. I've only had a sip. It's interesting, were you able to be in the Feminine Edge teleseries that I did at all? Did you hear any of those calls?
I don't think that I did.
Okay. I interviewed this gal named Claire Zammit, and she's
great.
Yeah, okay, so you're familiar with her and Catherine Woodward Thomas.
Yes.
They have this program, The Feminine Power. Claire was explaining how, it's funny, the model of setting your goal and achieving it and having all these steps to get to it is really more of a masculine model. For women, it's an organic process. It's an inside-out growth, and that's why business for us is so different, and it's such a personal journey, because you still need to do your goal setting and planning. But I remember being at these workshops where they'd have you do this, and you're sitting in the room with all these guys who pick out your 10 goals for next year, and your health and your wealth, and I'm like, like it felt like a lot of pressure.
And you know what happens? You begin to lose, for me anyway, I was so long in that environment, I began to lose my femininity.
Yes.
And that is a frightening thing.
Yeah.
Working with you has helped me to get that back.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
You seem like happy and relaxed, and
Very
you look
much.
great. And,
thank you.
And like you're doing what you love.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Watch for Deb's new program. It'll be coming out in this fall.
Yes.
Okay, great. And watch for my Thrive launch. You want to get ready for this. You want to mark your calendar for September 4th, because life will never be the same. So cheers.
Cheers.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.